Welcome back to our coverage of the Global Islamic Economy Summit. I'm joined now by Adel Al Majed, Vice Chair and CEO of Boubyan Bank. Many thanks for talking with Reuters. Now, I know your 9-month results are out roundabout now. Just give us a sense of what they look like.
Thank you for this interview. Of course, because of regulation, we cannot, but I will just tell you that the last 6 months results were 22% over last year. So if I can give you an indication, I think we are in the same result.
The market will like these numbers.
Yeah, the same results so far. And based on now we are in the last quarter and third, I think we will be, or inshallah, ending the year with around this growth number.
And where is the growth coming from?
Basic banking. And I think the first time when we came, MBK acquired Boubyan Bank, and a reflection of mostly all Islamic banks. Islamic banks overall, the business model is investment. It's not grassroots banking. Now we brought the bank since 6 years now, but in the last 3 years after we did the whole transformation, right now it's mostly taking deposits, lending through murabaha or leasing, and getting the margin, paying the bills and making money. Rather than the investment part is less than 5% of our bottom line.
Yeah. And of course globalization is something that we've talked about with a number of Islamic banks here at the summit. You own a business in Indonesia. Have you other plans to grow even bigger in Indonesia or elsewhere in the region?
That's where the plans, but also you're seeing the whole world. The whole world right now is not encouraging.
Have you put plans on hold because of the context?
Yes, we did. I think the first thing was the plan, the 5 years plan for Boubyan was establish itself as a Kuwaiti Islamic bank, second Islamic one, because we have also, to be fair, that Kuwait Finance House is the biggest Islamic bank in Kuwait. We said we'll base here. 5 years later on, we're going to go outside. The investment that we had an investment in Indonesia, we have an investment in London through a bank London and Middle East. Both are there. We were trying to consolidate, expand the ownership within these two banks and go. But right now in the last 2 years, and this year in particular, the circumstances, economical, geopolitics in this part of the world, all of this, I think most of the banks or financial institutions worldwide, I think, are just looking.
And when does that translate into your bottom line? When do we see the impact from this context now on your bottom line?
It's going to take around 2-3 years, because as I said, we established the bank right now in Kuwait. We have a good market share. Consumer banking, we are at 10%. Market share in consumer banking, 6% into conventional, overall around 7-8%. So the bottom line right now is coming from Kuwait. It's a long play, the international. We hope now it will continue to go or complement the bank with 10 to 15% in the next 2-3 years.
Now, you of course, you came from conventional banking. You now run an Islamic bank, so you have that very valuable perspective. The question I want to ask is how you convince an increasingly sophisticated investor of the difference between Islamic banks and conventional banks, and the fact you're not trying to mimic them.
Yeah, it's not easy. I think the issue is right now, and I think I'll put aside the investors. I will look at customers. I will come back to investors. The customers right now. We have two sides of the customers. We have the corporate, and corporate, even in Kuwait, even in GCC, they are, I would say, practical. They would say practical customers. Look for better facilities, pricing, service. I think more than 10-20% of our customers on corporate side are coming to us because of Islamic. That's on the reverse of consumer. Consumer, the trend is, even for me, coming from conventional bank, is surprising. Yeah. For me, optimistically surprising, but it's surprising. The way that we are acquiring customer in Boubyan Bank compared to the conventional bank is really high. On the investment side, this demand will translate into bottom line.
Are you happy that you are being proactive enough as an Islamic bank to engage with the different sectors of the Islamic economy?
Not yet, not yet.
Why are you not proactive enough?
The whole Islamic banking itself is relatively new. When you talk about it's like 35 Islam banking, I'm saying. Al-Rajhi, you will say, okay, that's a long time, but Rajhi was an exchange company later, the last 30 years or 40. Kuwait Finance House is around 40 years. These are the experienced Islamic banks, and these has to go through, I think, stages in their being in their human or on their life cycle. So I don't think we have changed. Now we move from murabaha, now we have leasing, we have tawarruq and others, but until now we're not into istisna. We don't go into now. I think the theme here is more small companies and others. No, we're not until now.
Okay. Thank you very much indeed with talking with Reuters today. Adel Al Majed, Vice Chair and CEO of Boubyan Bank, here with us in Dubai. That's it for now. I'm Axel Threlfall. This is Reuters.